Once again, hello my YouTube friends, Big Dog Beef here. Wanted to do a quick follow-up video about shaving weight on my Rock Island Armory Rock Ultra full-size, high-capacity for IDPA. I took it to my preferred gunsmith here in New Britain Township, Pennsylvania, and unfortunately he was not going to, he didn't feel comfortable being able to perform the work that I was looking for. And it's not because he couldn't do it. His equipment isn't designed to do the cuts that he wanted to do. He would have had to actually design a custom jig to make it work with his equipment, which then now we're talking about something that would have ended up kind of being cost prohibitive from the respect that it's gonna, it would take him as long, if not longer, to actually create, this jig in order to put it into the machine to make the cuts. Because the plan was, and it's hard to see here, but you might actually see, is to make the kind of the same square cuts that rectangular cuts rather, that you would find in a standard 1911. In fact, he grabbed a regular 1911 frame, put it over top to draw the cuts. But the thing is, this doesn't sit square. His machine, can only do, square cuts or 90-degree cuts, what he has available. So it wasn't going to be something that he was 100% comfortable doing, and I fully understood that, and I'm not faulting my gunsmith for that, because he's kind of old school, and that's perfectly fine. And I'll take this gun and any other gun that I have to him any other day. He just wasn't, he just kind of declined the work to make the cuts that I required, and again, perfectly fine with that. So right now, I'm actually going to be looking at another one, and let's see, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning when I'm filming this. Matter of fact, another local gunsmith just opened up nearby to my house, and I am going to go over there this morning and see if they have the equipment to be able to make the cuts that I'm looking for. If not, then, well, I fully understand that as well. Then we need to move on. Maybe I'll start looking at, machine shops that don't, not that they specialize in firearms, but they might have the equipment to get what I'm looking for. Or I was given the suggestion to contact a firearms refinishing company here in Pennsylvania, because I believe they have someone that they know that does CNC milling, because that may be the way to go, is to get something CNC machine, because apparently they send stuff out to this person, when somebody wants like slide cuts put in and stuff like that, and of course on a CNC machine it can be done with 100% precision. So I fully get that. That may be the way to go. Once again, not really sure what cost is going to leave us. So, but back to the whole weight issue. Still looking to get these panels cut out here and over here. We already discussed in the previous video the full-length guide rod. I actually have a standard GI guide rod and plug on order. Should be here from Brownells any day now. The last thing, and I guess I never really realized it or thought about it, is the magwell. Yes, if I remove the magwell, I'm going to save weight. The problem is this gun was designed for a magwell. If you take this off, there's actually a step underneath here. If you look here, you see this cuts in. So this is actually longer down here, and then the frame is shorter up there. So I had the idea, what? Let's replace the magwell, because this is steel. This is 100% steel, and it's heavy. The thing is almost 3 ounces. So my consideration was, what? Let's contact our good friends over at Dawson Precision, because they make a magwell for a para-high cap, okay? And it looks very similar to the magwell that's on this Rock Island. Now again, the Rock Island is kind of modeled after the para high cap. So last night I actually took off this magwell and I put on this magwell. Unfortunately, this magwell does not work with the Rock Island Armory. It did fit on, yes, but there was a big old gap under here. Like the frame didn't actually rest inside this shelf. So, well, that is kind of out the door. I'm going to have to get an RMA and return this back to Dawson. However, this magwell here, when I weighed it out, was about 1.5 ounces less than the steel magwell. So if it did work, by swapping out the magwell and the full-length guide rod, I could probably make weight with just a skosh to spare without actually having to remove any material from the frame. Unfortunately, because it didn't fit, not much we can really do about that. So I'm still in the process of looking for alternatives. I would love to be able to find somebody that has the know-how to remake this magwell. As you can see, it's kind of a unique design, and I believe this is the same one that Para is using on their Pro Customs. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I don't know if Para's frame comes down a little bit further. I think that would have been, that we might have been all right had the for the Dawson magwell if the frame was a little bit longer. Because like I said, there was probably a gap of about 1/4 inch or so in there. All right, well, just a quick update for you guys about the shaving some weight on this thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, see you next time.